Hello. Today is the last day of week 13. Today is January the 30th and Saturday. We're here to conclude this great week. And Ethan is with me. We're going to have a joint production for today, for this week. And today we're going to use the timer and we're going to keep it within 6 minutes and we have a very good contents as well. So I'm going to set the timer for 6 minutes to get started. All right. Wonderful. Well, today has been a great day, and this whole week has been pretty busy in terms of working with people, motivating the people, gathering people, and also connecting and synchronizing with them, right? And today we had a wonderful event with a lot of good speakers talking about their life journeys through entrepreneurship. And some of them shared really, really good tips about life obstacle, how to survive the storms. And I was very moved by their life stories. And essentially, they're very practical as well. I got full notes of probably 20, 30 pages. Um, and little by little, we're going to put them into discussions in the future. And after the events, it's the whole afternoon events. I learned so much, and then we had a wonderful conversation with my associates, with my team members, and with my partners, and I really like it. Yeah, and afterwards we had a wonderful spaghetti dinner. It was good. But what I want to focus on today is our the sermon. We're going to actually start talking about the great sermon from Gateway Church this afternoon from Pastor Michael Todd. Um, yeah, and we're going to invite Ethan to come over and to say to work with me on this one. Ethan, you want to join me now? Come on. Okay. This is Ethan. Yeah, it's a ghost view. Ghost view.
But a quick question
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
start.
Oh, wow.
You were talking today about like a crescendo thing.
Oh, crescendo. Okay. So crescendo is one of the lessons I learned about delivering speeches. And essentially, I usually is very pumped up, fired up, and passionate. And I always use my full force to get started from the beginning. But it's suggested that I shouldn't do that. I should really work on the crescendo. Start with a calm, low speed, low pitch, and get people into the mood, then elevate the speed, the pitch, the tone, and also the key points, and then hopefully ascend to the top, to the peak when I end the conversation. And it's call to action basically. Okay.
Okay. Beginning to talk about our sermon.
Yeah.
So what did you? What's like a key point that you would take away from it, and how would you execute?
Wow, that's pretty good. There are three things I think I took, and I'm going to ask you what your takeaways from, right? You know, and one thing he said that everybody need anchor, and the second he said everybody already had a anchor in life, and the number three is if we anchor all together, then we can anchor others, and I think those are wonderful points. But what struck me the most was the following, Ethan, that the reason why people stay in the shallow places, in the shallow water, is that they want to have a control in their life. They don't want to leave the control to God, which really struck me the most. And if you really have to, you know, and also the second point is that anchor is not for storm only. It's not just for the bad weather and the stormy oceans and the waves. It's actually it's during the quiet time, the still time, when you don't have anchor. This is where you drifted away. It's like you just drifted away without even noticing it, which was like wow. And we said the warm water boiled the egg, right? the boiled eggs analogy. So I think those are the good ones for me. What about you?
Well, I thought the takeaway points were for me. Uh,
Mhm.
I agree with most of them. That well, we have an anchor, we need an anchor, and we can help anchor others.
Mm.
I also thought that well, the thing about the kiddie pool,
Uh-huh.
that all of us were in like a kiddie pool, and we're not going fully into the water, into the deep end. We're not submerging ourselves in God,
Mm.
and we can do that more, but we aren't, and we have to anchor ourselves uh, in the deep end to
Mhm.
get to know God better.
Yeah, no, I think you said it very well. Is the kiddie pool. Why kiddie pool is we don't wet ourselves enough to get soaked, but yet we're in the water. The way that he was depicting it was, you wear the noodles and the hoops and you put the saving jacket on, even though you're in a kiddie pool. You are so well protected that you don't need a guy. You're already taking control of yourself, right? So I thought that was a profound.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
Ethan, you
okay.
wanna?
So close. Thank you to whoever's watching this.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
thank
it's
you.
gonna be my son, my grandson, my great grandson, your kids. Generations to come, right? That's for sure. Yeah.
So thank you all future people and or present people that just so happen to stumble upon this.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Hope you, if you enjoyed, to continue watching and maybe to check out the other weeks. Okay, bye.
I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. I'm toasted by the blessings and producing this with Ethan and also with Andy sometime. And ZooMe.